In this video, you will learn how to import content into your course. For more information, please visit guides.canvaslms.com or email me at lisaj@usd383.org. To import content from another course, first you have to decide where you want to get your content from. Do you want to get it from another course or do you want to get it from the Commons? To demonstrate, I'm first going to show you how to get content from another course. I'm going to choose this course, 5th Grade Wonders, as the course to begin. I open the course, scroll down to Settings, then on the right-hand side, click Export Course Content. I can choose how I want to export this course content. I can export it as an entire course, or I can export it as a quiz, just quizzes. Because I only want some of the content, I'm going to choose quiz. If I wanted everything in the course and I wanted to take a course that I've taught before and bring the whole course over, I would choose everything and choose course. But let's say I just want some of the quizzes or some of the material. So I'm going to choose either all quizzes or some of the quizzes simply by checking or unchecking this checkbox. I'm unchecking it so I can have the option for what I want, and I'm clicking Create Export. Now this is going to take a second or so to export, and when I'm done, I can refresh the screen, and then I'm going to get the option to click on the download that I'd like. Because I've done this more than once, you'll see that I have two options here. I want the latest one, so I'm going to click on the QTI export from less than a minute ago. And I want you to notice that this says a QTI export. That's going to help us in just a minute. Click on that, and you'll notice that it begins downloading. And you may not see it downloading, but if you look in your browser window, you'll notice that you have a download, an active download. A nice way to do this is to just click right here on the Open Containing folder, but we don't need to do that yet. I know that my downloads go to my download folder. So it's important to take note of the name. It says the 5th Grade Wonders quiz export.zip. So that's also important to note. Now that I have my content exported, I need to go and import it. So I'm going to go back to my dashboard and find the course that I want to import this into. I scroll down, I find the course that I'd like. Of course, I'm just using a dummy course, one that I don't use with students right now for this demonstration. And scroll down to Settings again. And then on the right, instead of exporting this time, I'm going to import my course content. From here, I can select the content type. What am I importing exactly? I remember when I look at my choices, I remember that I downloaded my file as a QTI zip file. So I scroll down to QTI zip file and I select that. And then I have to tell it where that file's at. I know I put it in my downloads folder. It is right here, 5th Grade Wonders Quiz Export. I'm going to click Open. Here I can select the question bank if I want to have a default question bank, or I can create a new question bank. I can give that question bank a name if I know what I want to put it into. For the purposes of this, I'm not going to do that. And then I can overwrite any assessment content with matching IDs. If I'm not sure what that means, I can always look at the help information. And then I'm going to click Import. It'll run for a second, depending on how large that file is, how long it will take. I just exported the quizzes, so now I can go over here to quiz and see exactly what I have imported. One of the nice things about importing from another course versus importing from the Commons is I can check out what it is I'm importing before I ever import it. So when I scroll back down to my Wonders, I can go out and actually see what it is that I was importing. There were no quizzes, which is why no new quizzes showed up in my course. So that's not a really great demonstration. I apologize for that. Another thing that I'm going to show you is how to import from Commons. So I go to my Commons, and the global navigation screen, and I can search for something that I want. Maybe I've shared something to Commons that I want to import into a new class. Maybe I'm collaborating on a course with somebody who's not a part of my class, but I want to be able to share content with them. Maybe they're even in another district and I want to share content with them that I've personally created. I can go out and find that content. You know, I did a rubric a few years ago, so I'm going to look for that. Oh, let's see. I'm going to call it, I think it was Caesar CSI rubric. So I created this. I know what it is. So I'm going to click on it. And here I have some options. Because it belongs to me, I can edit this resource, I can remove it from the Commons, or I can import it. I'm going to go ahead and import it. And I have a couple of options. From here, I can import it directly into another course, so I don't have to go through the download and upload process. Or I can download it and then import it that way. So since I know where I'm going to put this course, I'm going to just find it on, here it is, found it. I'm going to put it right into that teacher assistant course that I have. I'm going to import this content into that course. It's going to start importing it, and in a minute or two I should be able to see that in my course. So I'm going to go back out to courses. I'm going to go down to my teacher assistant course where I'm putting this, and I know that I downloaded a rubric, so I should be able to see that rubric and add that rubric to an assignment. So if I go out to my assignments and I choose an assignment, let's say I want to choose this research assessment notification assignment, I can add a rubric here, I can find a rubric, and it'll come up with the rubrics that I have available to me, the rubrics that I've used before. And so I can click on the Caesar CSI argument rubric because this is a rubric that I just downloaded. Then I can change it if I'd like to, or I can just say use this rubric. When I say use this rubric, I can still edit it if it's not exactly what I want at that point. And then I've added that to my assignment. You can download an entire course from Commons and play around with it. The thing that is difficult with Commons is you cannot see the content before you download it. So if you don't know what you're getting, you know, put it into a course that you don't use and play around with it first, and then export it out after you know what you're getting. I'm next going to show you just how to do an entire course. So I really like this grade 2 sample course. I think this grade 2 sample course is fabulous. If you are an elementary teacher, it has a great setup. Maybe you like all of the different things that it offers and you want to use this course. You simply go to settings, or if this is a course you've already created, you can copy this course and you can copy it into a whole other course. You can copy just some course, and you can just create a new course with it. And then you can play with the things, make it how you want before you put it in your final course. Another way to do that is to export the course content. And instead of just exporting a quiz, export the entire course. You're going to create that export. For larger courses, it does take a little bit longer, and this one has a little bit more to it than the other courses that we've had. Now we have our course content exported. We have it in our grade 2 sample course export in our downloads file. I'm going to scroll out to the course that I'm going to export it into. As always, I'm going to export it into the course that I like to play with for demonstration purposes, my TA course. I'm going to scroll down to settings. I'm going to go to import course content. And this time, instead on my content type, I'm going to choose Canvas course export package. I'm going to browse out to my file. which is my grade 2 sample course. I'm going to open it. I'm going to select all content because I want everything, or I can select specific content and it will give me options to choose, but I want everything. And then I'm going to adjust my events and due dates. I'm going to remove all of the dates. This is especially important if you're importing a class from last semester. It's going to import again because it's a larger file. It's going to take a little bit of time. It'll show queued and then running. And then when it's done, you'll be able to see the results in the course. Okay, video magic, fast forwarded for us, and now you see that under current jobs it shows that it completed and there are 8 issues. So if you click on that, it'll show you the issues. There are some Canvas course settings that need to be updated in order for those external tools to be added because it came from another course. So just something to look at after you select that. But if we go to home, now we'll notice that we can scroll through and find all of the things that came over with our course content. We can look at pages and see that if we view all of our pages, all of those things that came over are now here. So we can see all the butterflies and the butterfly videos and all of the stuff that came over with the course that we copied. So again, feel free to play around with this. Try not to import into a live course if you don't know what you're importing, and good luck. If you need any help, you can always visit the Canvas Guides at canvasguides.lms.com or email me at lisaj@usd383.org. Thank you so much.